Hello online crew, how are we? It's Helen here coming to you live from Ayers Rock again, not actually the Rock, but in my hotel room in Ayers Rock. So I wanted to share something that I just learnt with you today regarding posting times on social media. So I wanted to share that with you just to give you some updated information that I've come across regarding when to post on social media. I've got comments today. Hello Sandrine, hello Sean. I wish I had comments yesterday. That would have been pretty cool. I'm not sure if any of you caught my live yesterday, but I announced the top 15 and the winner of the 14-day Facebook Live video challenge. Hey Valerie, how are you? And we had all sorts of technical difficulties. I had my son Zach here with me and he knocked over the phone, and then I was going sideways and it was all going on. But not to worry, these are technical challenges, but I am live here with you today. We've gone out and had breakfast. It's a beautiful morning. The family's still out shopping, but I'm live here with you guys. And then we're going to go out exploring again to somewhere called the Olgas, which is all sorts of different rocks and walking trails and stuff like that. So I'll share some pictures with you later regarding that. So what I want to share with you today regarding this new sort of report and this new research, I just want to, warn you in that don't take this information literally. You need to test it. So, hey Judy and Bob, how are you? Hello Helen and crew, wishing you all the best day ever. Thank you Judy and Bob. So any of the information that comes out like this, please don't take it as gospel. You need to test these times for yourself, because what I'm going to share with you actually goes against what I've always known about posting on social media, particularly times on Facebook. So this is a new report, this is new information, so I want to share it with you, but I don't want you to take it as gospel. I want you to test it for yourself, because when all this information comes out about different posting times on social media, there is no one size fits all, that's for sure. It depends on what you're posting, it depends on the industry that you are in, it depends on the audience that you've got, it depends on a whole lot of different factors. So depending on those factors is whether these times are actually going to be, really truly applicable to you or not, okay? Hey Patricia, great to see you on. So I'm going to go through Facebook. I've just got some notes down here because this is from a report. This is not something that I've made up. And this is from, what was the report? They're called Sprout Social, and they come out with a report every year depending on their interaction, and they've taken, this is based on 25,000 interactions that they've had on social media, and they've tracked and tested it all. So 25,000 interactions, and this is what they found. So this is what I'm going to share with you now, okay? So I'm going to go through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So this is what this report is saying is the new times, or what they found with their 25,000 interactions on their posting that got the most engagement and interaction. So these might be good times for you to test. And as I said, don't take this as gospel or literal, because it really depends. You've all got different audiences, you've all got different things that you're talking about, different value that you're giving. So you need to test it for yourself, okay? So Facebook, the biggest engagement times was Wednesdays between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. was their most engagement, okay? And Thursdays and Fridays, hi Michael, Thursdays and Fridays also had really high interaction. So this kind of goes against what we've always known for popular times of posting on Facebook. So as I said, don't take this as gospel. This is new research, but just take it for what it is and test it for yourself, okay? Also, Fridays early in the day was found to be a time to get high engagement. So I've got Wednesdays, 11 a.m. to 1, Thursdays and Fridays. Hi, Tony. We've got Fridays early in the day, not late in the day or evening though. And interestingly, Sundays were the least engagement. Now, with all the research that I've looked at previously, it's always been known and said that Sunday night is really, really good night for interaction and engagement, because people are winding down, they're scrolling back through sort of, their social media. And if you're going to do any kind of important training, it's always been known to me to do it on a Sunday night, whereas this report is now saying that Sunday has the least engagement. So it's interesting research, and that's why we don't want to take it as gospel. You want to test it. But I saw this is from a report that had a whole lot of graphs, and they were all coloured. So the most times with engagement and interaction were deeper colours, and then they lightened off when it was less. So it was a full research document, and it was really interesting to look at. And Sundays were definitely lightened off, like less engagement and interaction. So there you go. So maybe with Facebook, I'd probably start with testing out Wednesdays. So Wednesdays between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. was proven to be the highest engagement. Now, please take note, if you have an international audience, this may affect you. So, this is an American study between 11 and 1. So I need to take that into consideration with how that converts in my time zone, depending where my audience is. So obviously you need to take that into consideration as well. Okay. Instagram, Wednesdays was also a winner on Instagram. So Wednesdays seems to be a flavour throughout this research. Hey Rob, how you going? Good to see you on. So Wednesdays is also a winner. Fridays between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. was also a winner on Instagram. And what they were saying about Instagram was that it was reiterating that a little later in the day was better than first thing in the morning on Instagram. So lunchtime, sort of little, early sort of afternoon was better interaction engagement than first thing in the morning. So that was what they said about Instagram. Twitter, if you're a Twitter user, Wednesdays and Fridays was their highest engagement, and early, so around 9 a.m. instead of sort of mid-morning. Earlier the better on Twitter. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, were the best engagement. Hey Donna, good to see you on. I'm awesome, thank you. I'm on holidays. So, I got to tell you, it's really, really cool just going to bed early, which I don't normally do because I'm always working, and just waking up when you want to, like when you're on holidays. Like I'm actually averaging about 7 hours sleep a night, and it's just awesome. Like I'm loving it, which I don't normally do. So it's good for me to be on holidays. I think it's good for anybody to be on holidays, in fact. So Twitter, Tuesdays and Wednesdays best engagement, and Twitter was saying Saturdays was the least engagement for Twitter. So Saturdays are not a good day for Twitter, according to this report, and little engagement on Twitter after 10 p.m. Hey Jen, good to see you on. Welcome to my hotel room in Ayers Rock. Hey Peter. Now LinkedIn, overall the research was saying there is significant increase in overall engagement in LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is one of these platforms that's actually increasing in their interaction and engagement. Once again, Wednesdays. So Wednesdays, if you take anything from this video, it would be testing important posts or important content that you've got across all these platforms on Wednesdays, because Wednesdays seems to be the standout with all these different social media platforms with this research, okay? So they've also said with LinkedIn, Wednesdays between 9 and 10 and after 12-ish, around about then. So in the morning early, 9 and 10, and just sort of after 12. So Wednesdays is the best day as well on LinkedIn. Once again, Sunday was the worst day, which it just so intrigues me, because Sunday's always been, all the research that I've looked at previously, Sunday's always been a best day. Not in the morning though, at night time, when people are just sort of reorganizing their for the week ahead and things like that. People are on social media and reflecting and thinking about the week ahead and stuff like that. But this research is saying otherwise, so it's interesting. And on average, what they're saying about LinkedIn is Tuesdays and Fridays between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. also had, pretty good engagement as well. Hey Helena, how are you? Good to see you on. So yeah, Tuesdays and Fridays. So what I take from that, you get that about Sunday. So what I take from this particular research, and remembering there is validity to this research, 25,000 interactions, and where this came from is people that are known to bring out this report for interactions and engagement on social media. So it is worth sort of taking note of. But what I take from all of this is definitely Wednesdays. So whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or LinkedIn, the different platforms that I just mentioned there, take note of what I said and just test them for yourselves. So it's definitely highlighting that weekends is not a place to necessarily put important content, according to this sort of particular research. So take that for what it is. I like to look at this kind of stuff because social media changes so quickly. When we just think we've got things nutted out, then there's something else that comes in that changes the game. Something like Facebook, there's a tweak to an algorithm change, and that actually can have a big impact on whether people are engaging with your social media posts or not. So it is important to keep up with this kind of content and just sort of test it with what comes out and see what works for you. So yeah, try Wednesdays as a starting point. And so Facebook was between 11 and 1. Instagram said later in the morning, not first thing in the morning. Twitter was though first thing in the morning, and LinkedIn was first thing in the morning, and also sort of mid to sort of afternoon. So yeah, it is interesting, Sandrine, isn't it? But important to keep up with this kind of stuff because the goalposts are changing all the time, and you need to keep up with it if you want to keep people seeing your posts and interacting and engaging with your social media as well. So I hope you find that useful. Go and play, test it, because we want to keep up with what's happening out there in social media land. So it was good to be able to come to you live as normal today. I know tomorrow I won't be able to because we're out of here in Ayers Rock and we're driving to a place called Kings Canyon, which I believe is about 3 or 4 hours away. So by the time we check out, we are going to be out of range. So I won't be live my normal time tomorrow because I won't have internet, but I will go live when we get to my destination. I'll just share with you, as I am, my whole journey of being away here, just sharing with you where I am and what I'm experiencing, because it's a beautiful part of the country being here in the middle of Australia. I've never done it before, even though I live in Australia. Australia is a massive country, so to get around it, and up the middle of it is really, really interesting, even to somebody who's Australian. So look out for videos or posts or photos that I'm going to share with you as we continue our journey here on our holiday. Okay, so thanks for being here with me live, guys, and I won't be live at my normal time tomorrow, but I will be live at some stage, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, have a good rest of the day, whatever part of the day it is for you. See you guys. Bye.